Hey babe, so I just wanted to come on here and let you know what's been going on for the past couple weeks. I know I haven't been on here for a while, but I just want to update you guys. Excuse my throat if I sound kind of scratchy. Currently, I had an asthma attack this week, so I'm currently getting a little better. So basically this week, I went to the doctor's. Um, if you watched in my last video, that I was talking about my baby having a horseshoe kidney, and then I had to go back, I believe like at 34 or 35 weeks, to confirm that it was a horseshoe kidney. Because at that time they didn't know what it was, they couldn't find it. So I went back and they finally confirmed it, that both the left and the right kidneys are connected. They did see the renal tissue. So after I give birth, they're gonna send me with I think it's called like a perinatalogist or a urologist, like specifically for babies and peds, so that my baby can get the help, or if he needs surgery or whatever the procedure they need to do. He's probably gonna get a couple ultrasounds, and then they'll tell me what they need to do based off of them. I also had my baby shower. I'll post a little picture. It was nothing big. I was originally gonna do like something big and have like 200, 300 people, but I decided, hey, it's my second kid. I between going to nursing school and being a full-time mom, I really didn't have a lot of time and money, so I just did like a little family thing. Those of you that came, thank you so much. And I really had a great time. Also, one of the things that happened is that because I'm in nursing school, and as many of you do know, like because of all the like coronavirus and everything going on right now, they canceled school for all LA, Orange County, Riverside County, Ventura County, San Bernardino County. Spring break is going to be 2 weeks now. So what that means is that I originally wanted to have my baby, or like try to like naturally induce my labor for next week. But now that I have an extra week, I'll be 38 weeks on Mondays, so I'm currently like 37 weeks and like 6 days or 5. Like today's almost gonna end, so like 6 days. I have been like drinking my red raspberry leaf tea. I've been doing primrose oil. For those of you who don't know what that is, what it is pill. I think it's like a gel capsule. So what you can do is you can drink it, you can take it orally, but you can also put it vaginally. So you want to start with about like 500. And like I said, in no way am I, if your doctor does not recommend it, a lot of women that have like preeclampsia or like high blood pressure, I do not recommend it. Always listen to your doctor and do your research. Basically, look online, look at the products that you're using, and see if it's right for you. But I did it with my first, and I had a really easy labor. I was in labor for 7 hours. I pushed her in 5 minutes. So to me, I really want to do the same things I did with my first. So I did use the evening primrose oil. That helped me. I'm also, in the next couple weeks, I want to try something new, something that I've never done before. It's called acupuncture. So basically, a lot of Asian cultures, they do acupuncture and cupping, but cupping is more of like for like illnesses and just I don't really know too much about cupping, but from what I do know about acupuncture, it's basically pressure points in your body. So there's certain pressure points that will make you go into labor. So I do want to try that sometime this upcoming week. I do want to wait until I'm 38 weeks, because once you're 38, 39 weeks, they want the babies to stay mostly till 39 weeks in the womb. And so I want to get that all settled. I also do not have my hospital bag packed. I feel like I've just been so up and down with school and sat down and done anything. So please let me know, like, in the comments, if there's anything that, you know, you didn't take to the hospital and you would have thought to take, or if there's anything you recommend me to take, because I remember with my first, I took a bunch of stuff and then I didn't use anything, and then now I'm just like, I don't even remember what I used, or I don't even remember what I needed and I didn't have. I'm really excited. I think I'm really, like, I'm in the denial stage to where, like, it's finally starting to hit me, like, you know, you're gonna have a second baby and, like, everything's, you know, finally coming together. And I also did, like, this week I cleaned my house. I, like, deep clean. I, like, washed all the baby clothes. I washed everything that needed to go. I, like, put everything where it had to go. So as of right now, my house is clean. You know, I'm ready to go. Want to start Zumba. They say exercising helps, but it's really kind of like raining outside. This whole week it's been raining. And so I just want to have it like doing exercise. Another thing I need is I want to get on the bouncing ball. I do have a bouncing ball. I don't know what happened with it, but I want to get on it. I need to inflate it. I need to, you know, start doing exercises with the ball. With my daughter, I did go to a chiropractor. It did help. So I don't know if I've explained this in a past video. Basically, like, when you go to a chiropractor, like, your pelvis is like this, right? And sometimes your pelvis is a little higher or a little lower than the other side. So when the baby's head goes in, it's like one's higher and one's lower, so then the baby's head kind of gets stuck in there and it's really hard for the baby to drop. So a lot of times when you go to the chiropractor, they will align your pelvic so that it's evenly, and then the baby's head can, like, pass through. So that is called the Webster Technique. Like I said, I recommend it for myself. I did it and it worked for me, but it might not work for everybody. So before you do anything, do your research, ask your doctor, and, you know, whatever's safe for you and your pregnancy. My daughter turned 2. It was fun, exciting thing. She turned 2. And one thing that, you know, we went to her doctor's appointment to get her shots. She got her shots. But then as well, they are sending me to speech therapist because she does talk, but she doesn't say more than 2 words together. So they are sending me with a speech therapist. We talk to her only in Spanish. So, you know, like, my mom said that the doctor was like, oh, lay down. And she was just kind of like, you know, what am I supposed to do? And my mom was like, oh, mija, acuéstate. And, you know, she finally laid down. So I don't know if it's like a language barrier, if, you know, or what's going on. So I'm waiting on the referral for the doctor for that. I have a doctor's appointment on Monday, so they're going to check for how dilated I am. And also, they did the, like, strep B, or group B, strep B, in my vagina. Strep B is a good bacteria that we all have in our vagina, but it's not always active. Sometimes it's dormant, sometimes it's active. And during pregnancy, when the baby comes out, if you're not treated for it, the baby can have meningitis. Or times when women are strep B positive, and we all, like I said, we all have this bacteria. Sometimes it's awake, sometimes it's asleep, but I believe so. But you know, sometimes when you are positive, it's good to start going to the doctor when you're, you know, to the hospital when you're 3, 4, 5 centimeters dilated, as opposed to somebody that goes and it's like an 8 or a 9, because you need 2 doses of antibiotics to officially be treated. If you're not treated, and and you are positive, the chances of your baby getting sick are 1 in 200, as opposed as if you do get treated, they're 1 in 4,000. They do like in the procedure is like they like grab like kind of like it looks like a Q-tip, and they just like swab your vagina, and then they send it to the lab, and then you get the results. So I got mine, and mine are negative, so which means that I can labor at home for as much as I want before hitting the hospital. I do want to try laboring at home. I don't know. When you're in labor, you don't know what's going to happen. With my daughter, I didn't want to get the epidural. I ended up getting it. But with my daughter, I went from 5 to 10 within like an hour. So I do want to try to go natural. And for those of you that wonder why, it's just basically a lot of my family members and people that are in Mexico and third world countries, they don't let you get the epidural. And so, you know, I feel like a woman's body is made for childbirth, and we all can do it if we put our minds into it. So I feel like for me, it would be like another goal to say I finally had a baby without an epidural. My mom's telling me, you know, why suffer, just go through with it. But in the end of the day, I do that's something that I want to achieve for my goal. As far as like nursing and school, I've been really, really stressed out. If you have ever taken any kind of nursing classes, you will realize that nursing is a hard profession, and you have to be like, it doesn't matter what you're going through on the outside. On the inside, but like on the outside, you have to show like this face, and then you also have to be good in clinicals and in books. And I'm not really book smart. I can work with people, and I'm good in the clinical setting, but I cannot do books. So for me, I'm having a little hard time studying and just learning how to study. So as well, if you have any kind of tips or tricks, please let me know, because I do need to pass my classes. I'm currently passing, but I don't have the grade that I wish I would have. And so it's stressing me out. But hopefully, you know, my baby is coming, and you know, that's like one thing that I'm looking forward to. Another thing that I wanted to, this video is kind of all over the place, but I'm still kind of getting adjusted to like making videos and trying to like order them accordingly. But another thing I wanted to do, or I actually bought the LV pump. So I'm just waiting to get it, and then once I get it, I'll show you guys how, and I'll let you guys know how I like it. But basically, the LV pump is kind of like an egg. It's a hands-free pump. It has an app to your phone to let you know when it's full. And as a nursing student, this would be really, really great, because I can be pumping while going to clinicals. I can pump while being, while being on the bus. I can pump while being anywhere. So to me, I really, really was looking forward into getting an LV pump. But basically that's all that's been going on in the past couple of weeks. Right now, I am kind of stressed out with the whole like coronavirus thing. It's honestly like, it's bad, but it's not as bad. I feel like a lot of people in the media is like making it seem that like we're like in this like huge pandemic, and like all these people are getting sick, and like it's true, like a lot of countries, you know, we got China, we have Italy, and like Europe, and like all these countries are just have a bunch of people infected. Even the US has a bunch of cases, but what the media is not showing you is all the people that have recovered, and all the cases that we have that are people that like, basically we have like 200 deaths in the US, but we have like more than 4,000 people that have like been exposed, or like 2,000 people that have been exposed. So the chances of people dying from it, they're like people that are like immunocompromised, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that are fine and are surviving. There is like no food in the store. I'm actually really worried because I'm gonna need newborn diapers. I am planning on breastfeeding and formula feeding because I did that with my daughter, and like I said, being in nursing school, I don't know how my milk supply is gonna go. I would love to get my milk supply high, but staying away from my baby so long, and just being out in like the clinical setting, I don't know how it's gonna go, as well as like my postpartum and all that good stuff. So I'll be updating you guys on everything that happens, and yeah, stay tuned.